Today on Girl Chat, calling little girls princess. Yeah or nah, fam? And the 7 stages of watching a movie sex scene
Yeah!
with your parents. Plus, they can sure heat up the dance floor. Val and Max Shermakovsky and Peter Murgatroyd. The reel starts now. This is our
to this girl chat, because first up, we all heard little girls described as princesses, and even though it's often meant with good intentions, there's a growing concern by some people that term princess is actually outdated and sexist. In fact, Disney Australia recently launched a campaign to try and change the meaning of the word from it being used to describe someone as spoiled and selfish to being used to describe someone who's strong and independent. So, ladies, I think that's a good thing. You know?
I saw it.
I just never knew that princess was spoiled and selfish.
I didn't either. I mean, what do you think about the term? I always thought it was cute.
I thought it was like that's like being like, yes, young queen, like.
Or a term of
you're a
endearment.
Beautiful princess, yeah. Oh, hi, princess. Like, it's royalty. I never thought it meant something like you're negative.
Yes, but royalty connotates that you have service meant people to help you out. It connotates that you are rich, you don't have to lift a finger. It doesn't mean that that's a real thing, because I know...
connotation for saying someone's beautiful, like...
No. What?
I just think it's a complimentary term, like, hi, beautiful, hi, princess.
Like,
I don't think somebody's being like, hi, spoiled little brat.
Yes, but I think that princess, when I always heard it, it never meant anything bad. It just meant exactly what you see in Disney movies, that somebody comes from an amazing magical kingdom.
But a lot of
a lot of things taken care of.
Yes, but I've never seen a Disney princess in a negative light. Because believe me, I watch them over and over and over and over and over. And I do call Araya princess, and she lights up. But when you think of the attributes of a Disney character, there's lots of strength. I mean, Princess Belle chose to see, she chose not to judge a book by its cover. She chose to see love, you know, inside a beast when people were afraid of him. True?
He wasn't looking real cute at this point when she fell in love.
She became a princess. She became that princess.
Belle wasn't a princess to begin with.
Princess Moana believed in herself before anyone else believed in her. Princess Tiana was actually very, very adventurous. And
you do know all the
I do, I'm telling you guys. Princess and Princess Cinderella, she embodied unconditional
Was she a
love.
princess?
They became princesses.
Oh, okay. I forgot the story. So long.
They became princess. When you talk about the princesses, you don't just say Cinderella. You say Princess Cinderella. She became a princess.
Yeah,
she became a princess. They call them Disney princesses.
She became a princess because she married the prince. But she came from very humble beginnings, and it showed that she was hardworking, scrubbing the floors. Remember the bubbles were everywhere, people?
And because of their attributes that they had within. Princess Belle would have never become a princess if she didn't see the beauty in Beast.
Yes.
Do you see what I'm saying? That's
and
where I'm
today,
coming
we
from.
don't even have to go as far as Disney. We actually can look at modern day princesses. I mean, I even see Princess Diana as somebody who was of the community.
Amazing.
Somebody who really cared and worked for the people. I just think sometimes when people choose to use it in a derogatory way, they mean the person who doesn't want to lift a finger, the person that can't imagine doing work. Right.
I think that use it in a sentence in a negative way.
With a child.
Oh, with a child? No, I wouldn't do it
that's what
in
we're
a child.
talking about. That's what we're talking
I think
about.
with the child, I would rather have someone call them my little princess than my little bitch, you know, my little brat. You know? So I'm like,
I just think that there is a connotation out there.
You think like, oh, she's just a little princess or something, like what?
Oh, the little princess over
She's
there is being a
spoiled.
snot on the playground.
When somebody, like Paris Hilton, when Paris Hilton and Simple Life came out and everything, I heard people refer to her as a princess because she's an heir, she has a lot of money, and she didn't have to lift a finger.
She's not a real princess.
But she's not a real, guys, I'm saying when it's used derogatory.
Right.
Like why would Disney want to change this? Because there is an idea out there that people could be called princesses in a negative way. And I think it's a good idea to change the perspective, to teach women of the princesses today that really exist. And Paris Hilton even actually really works. Not to make it look like it's just one thing.
Just correct me if I'm wrong. Did Disney want to change this, or did they want to just highlight that, listen, look, there are more ways to describe a princess?
Well, I think people were being negative and saying they don't want their kids to be princesses.
So they're responding.
Because they
I think it goes deeper. I kind of get where you're going, Jeannie. This is the thing. The thing that I worry about with little girls, and I put this in my comedy act, is the point of fairy tales.
Yes.
Fairy tales, you know, sometimes we put this stereotype of fairy tales on little girls, and I don't think that that's right. You always hear about Beauty and the Beast. You know, she took him even though he looked like a beast. You'll never hear Beauty, you know, the prince and the frog face bitch. You never hear that, you know. Or it's what I'm saying is,
never worked.
It wouldn't work the opposite way, where the woman, you know, where the man is looking for the frog-faced princess or something like that. And I think that is, when you talk about fairy tales, I'm very concerned with fairy tales, and I think maybe that's where they're going with, we can't let little girls think that life is always like a fairy tale.
Well, I teach them the difference between, I think it's the parents' responsibility to teach them the difference between fairy tales, fantasy, and reality.
Yeah, because they could be watching Transformers and think that trucks are going to become robots.
Exactly, and when I read my daughter the book, she knows that this is a fairy tale.
Yes.
Although my son does call me the queen, my dad the king, and himself the prince. But I think he gets the gist. He tells me what's real and what's not.
And that kind of stuff.
But remember, these women that, if we're talking about those characters, they were regular, everyday women or servants. Cinderella was a servant. She was a stepsister, and
Princess
then she
Moana wasn't a servant, though.
Mulan was royalty, and she just wanted to be a warrior.
But
y'all know these stories. I need to catch up on my stories.
I'm a huge fan.
All that to say, I think that I do love other movies that Disney has done, like Frozen, which was a big hit, where her Prince Charming was not a guy. The soulmate that she needed to find was her sister.
Yes.
It was a woman, and I think that that's also a really strong message.
Or like Shrek, when they turned back into tree monsters. Remember that? I'm right about that, right?
Yeah, or be powerful as a woman because you are, whether you were the Cinderella that cared for all the mice or the Belle who looked to see good in people, you are already dynamic without having to be crowned to become a princess after all of that.
Let's try to find the positive in everything instead of looking for the negative.
I agree.
Well, from redefining what it means to be a princess to redefining what it means to take a family vacation. One mom recently sparked a debate for asking this question on mumsnet.com. She said, quote, "Am I a bad mom because I want to leave my toddler behind while my husband and 2 older children go on vacation?" The mother's planning to go to a water park, and she said in this case, they'd all be able to go on the rides without someone having to stay behind with the baby. So is this mom being selfish, or is she being sensible? I want to ask the mom.
Yeah.
You guys, you just yelled sensible?
Well, and that's the thing about moms. You know, you have to do you. But I know for me, I could not leave one of my children home. It's just who I am. But I'm not going to judge anybody else who does. Mainly because, for me, I love our family unit. My son loves being with Araya and vice versa. And when I travel, I want to experience that with everybody. I never want to leave a child out because you never know what they might think if they see pictures in the future. But not only that, maybe this is a morbid thought, but what if something happens to all of us on this family trip and then you're just left with, imagine
what
that
sole survivor. That's what that is.
That's the way I think sometimes.
But you're not the only one that thinks that way. Yes, it is a morbid thought to think, but there are actually a lot of families that either they feel like you, where you'd prefer to all be on the flight together.
Yeah.
And there are other families that always take
separately.
2 separate flights so that everybody doesn't die.
Well, in this case, though, but in
sounds crazy.
In this story, though, the mother left the little one with her mother. So I looked at it as, you know, maybe a lot of people don't have a lot of people to watch their kids or to help them. So I looked at it as that was a moment that the mother could bond with the little one, and then the mother and dad could, you know, bond with the other two. Yeah, the grandmother. So I think that's good, but I also think when you go on trips, like now I've been noticing when we go on trips, Tam takes me.
Yes,
we rotate, so we don't need to. We have so many people with us. Like
Dude,
that
that's
was
what
us
I said, Walt Disney World.
We had so much fun.
She was so, and I put her right on my lap. We was riding all the rides, Small World.
But that's what I want to ask.
Everything.
How old is Araya in that picture?
Less than one.
She wasn't 1 yet.
And she got a fever.
Did she enjoy it?
She didn't know.
I think
she was less than 1.
No,
but
you
see,
guys,
I don't
Disney
believe
World
that.
is something completely different. I think she really enjoyed the music and she enjoyed the lights. There, you know, when you go to like the parade.
You sound so much like my sister.
I know.
No,
can't.
I agree with you, Tam.
sister's
When I
the
was
same.
younger, my parents loved traveling, and so we would go to Knott's Berry Farm or even Disneyland, and I was too young to really speak or show that I liked anything. But I know I had a really good childhood, and I loved the feeling that my parents had when you just bring them through those experiences. I may not be able to verbalize or as a toddler to say, oh, that was a dope ride or that corn dog was real bomb. You're not gonna say that, but you remember, just like when you read to your kid when they're in your womb. You read to them, you play music, you love on them. That emanates, it comes through in energy. I really do believe in that.
When you're talking about ages, though, ages are important. Now, like, you know, right, but she knew we was with her. We wasn't gonna leave her. But now she getting a little bit older, right? And you need more people because we went to monster truck, you know, and that was like an experience for me. So I had to put her on top of my shoulder.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
I would say just invite a lot of people with you, and then y'all can rotate, and then that way y'all all can stay together. That's how I see
My only thing is, I'm not a parent, but like, I wouldn't think there's anything wrong with it if it's not age appropriate. Does that make sense? Like, like you also have to understand that there are going to be activities that you can't do because that's a life lesson. You know, we're all going to be getting on rides. You ain't going to inconvenience all of us because you're a baby.
See, that's what's hard about parenting.
What? Okay,
so wrong.
So I am aware.
My mom would do the
but
same.
I am aware that I am that like special
My sister is the
special parent. There are parents that actually go on vacations and leave their children. I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to fully enjoy my vacation because I would be thinking about what my kids are doing, and they could be in the best care. They could be with my mom.
That's how I know. That's how I know I'm not even meant to be a mom.
Look,
I'm that girl that will go to Disneyland and I will legit regret not being able to hit up the roller coasters because I got this little one with me and I'm like, I want to go on the Tower of Doom.
This makes me remember one time my friend TJ, my real good friend TJ and Mike, they were married and they had 3 kids and they decided that they wanted to go on, you know, they needed a honeymoon. So TJ left me with the small baby, and the other 2 kids were with her mother. And the thing is, I told TJ, she had just had her. And I said, make sure you get her off the bottle before, get her off the breast before you leave. You know, yeah. She didn't leave that baby. She didn't get her off of the breast. So what happened was they went on the trips for 2 weeks. That first night.
Now, hold on, I said for a day at the park.
But they really needed to leave. They really needed to leave, right? And she could trust me. But the point is, I gave her instructions to tell her, make sure that baby is off of the breast because I don't have no breast milk. See what I'm saying?
Wait, so what happened?
She didn't leave. She didn't wean her off. And so that first night, she wouldn't take the bottle. She was like, and I felt so bad because I was like, I don't have nothing. No, but what I did, hold on. But what I did was, I was like, I felt really bad because I'm like, I know she hungry. I just put her to bed. She woke up that next morning. I gave her that bottle. She.
Oh my God! I really
they don't call you Auntie Lonnie for nothing.
The moral of this story is, if you need a 2-week babysitter, call Auntie Lonnie.
I'll take care of kids. I will.
You are amazing.
My mom left me.
What?
My mom left me, but I was older at the time. I was 13, and it was my sister's
everybody leaving their kids at 13.
Yeah.
Everybody. No.
Word? That's okay then.
Everybody
How did you
leaves.
feel?
I felt fine. I was with my dad. My mom took my sister to Mexico on vacation. It was for her 16th birthday.
My mama left me with my grandma when I was 13. And my grandma, you know what, that was an experience because she just is different, right?
Yeah.
So one time the milk, it was a cup of milk, I'll never forget. And my grandma, it was something in my milk, and I said, something in my milk, and she took her finger, did just like that.
Oh my God.
I was like, I can't wait for my mama to get back home.
That's crazy. No, Mama Mai never left me home. She always brought me. No, she brought me because Mama Mai knew that when you bring kids to any event, all of a sudden you get special discounts and you get things for free. She even considered if the airline pilot gives you those little wings, you get free gift. You put the airline wings on me. And the only thing is after a certain age, when I was 16 and 18, I still remember pretending that I was 12 years and under just so I would get 50% off discount.
And then my grandma, you know what my grandma would do? Like, you know, if something was on my face, she'd lick her finger.
Yes.
It's something about her and her fingers. This my finger, he did do that on my face. I was like, oh, I can't wait for my mama to get home. Where my mama
That's
go?
horrible.
I appreciated my mom, though.
Yes.
Once she left me with my grandma, I appreciated my mom. I was so happy to see her.
Yes.
Because my grandma used to make me go out and get my own switch. Remember that? I get back. You get out there and get your own switch.
And
you
don't bring back a small one, because she'll tell you to
you
go
go
back
out
and find
get a
another
bigger one. It's like,
We have to take a break, but there's more Girl Chat on the way right after this. You're watching The Real.
Welcome back to The Real. It's time for more Girl Chat. Now, remember when you couldn't wait to be old enough to watch R-rated movies?
Ooh, yeah.
Remember that? Well, be careful what you wish for. Metro UK recently listed the 7 stages of accidentally watching a sex scene with your parents. And they're all too familiar. Some of the stages included the impending horror of realizing what's about to happen, dun dun dun. Disbelief of why the scene seems like it's never going to end,
Lord.
feels like the longest sex scene ever. Pretending you have to use the bathroom so you can get the hell out of the room. Oh my God. So ladies, have you ever had an awkward movie experience with your parents?
With my grandma. My grandma.
You and your grandma.
She was.
What happened, Lonnie?
You know, the thing is, I was watching, and it was an accidental, scene.
Yeah.
But we was watching the movie, and I didn't realize it was about to be a sex scene.
Yeah.
But she went back to the 40s and the 50s, telling me, yeah, I remember them days. I'm like, oh, grandma.
I would
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
feel
Me too.
uncomfortable. But I never watched one with my mom. Have you? I know you ain't watched one with your mom.
No, I did on accident. It was both my parents, my mom and my dad.
What?
It was either, all I remember is seeing Eva Mendez's butt and Denzel Washington, and they weren't just having sex, they were getting it on. I mean, they were like,
Yes.
and I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening again. And then, I just
What were
froze.
they doing? What were your parents doing?
I think we all were just shocked, and we all just felt really
They
uncomfortable.
don't do the parent thing where they try to cover your eyes?
Yeah, they did, but once you're, a little older, they don't do that. So I guess we were trying to figure it out. Okay, should one get up?
Oh my
It was
God.
weird.
Well,
The
Thank
worst
God
day.
you asked
Can't
me,
watch it.
Tam.
What?
Tam was gonna go see Girls Trip.
Yes.
And she was like, oh my God, I should go see that with my mom,
I was
right?
like, no.
I was like, girl, do not go see that
Right.
with your mother.
Like, no.
I
There's
heard.
literally a scene where they explicitly explain
With a banana
Exactly.
Oh.
and a grapefruit.
Yes. Those
to know.
things that Lonnie just said right there, and you do not want to see that with your mom sitting
I can
next
see
to you.
Miss Darlene right now. She'll be blessing the whole movie theater. Like,
No. Praying, like, what's happening here? Jeannie, you have a really close relationship with your mom.
Yes.
Would you see that?
Okay, well, the thing is, I don't remember an experience with my mom, but I remember when my dad. Does anybody remember the movie? Because I'm a big Julia Roberts fan. Do you guys remember the movie Sleeping with the Enemy?
Yes,
yeah.
that was a good movie.
How come nobody told me there was a fat sex scene inside of that one? So I went to the theater with my dad, and it's a scary movie. So my dad always watched scary movies with me, like Freddy Krueger and, Scream and all that. But when we watch Sleeping with the Enemy, we're sitting together, and you got surround sound, and Vietnamese people, I don't know about all Vietnamese people, but for me, we didn't get to go to the theater a lot. So we paid the money, the full price, not the day price,
Yeah.
We sat up close so you can see everything full action like this. And when the sex scene, the guy who's really handsome, he is aggressive, and he's kind of low-key, like, he's psycho with her. So when he has sex with her, it's like, so the surround sound was like, and the action was like, and I was like, oh my God. And I just remember watching it, and I looked at my dad, and my poor dad with his glasses, he's like, what the hell? Oh my God.
Oh my
and I
God.
just, and you can't turn it off, you can't fast forward, you can't go to the bathroom, so you just gotta finish the whole thing.
Man. At least when you turned and looked at your dad, he wasn't like, Then you really would have been gross.
You ever like go,
like,
cruising
ew.
through, like browsing through the television and you wind up on a porn channel?
Oh yes!
Just wind up on a porn channel?
Well, you know how you like click and you trying to see.
Don't
like,
you have to pay for that
better
though,
stop.
Lonnie? Somebody in the house was paying for it and didn't tell you.
Yes.
What?
They
You
got
can't
that
just go through
subscription.
channels.
No, when we're out of town. When we're out of town and there's certain...
Oh, in the hotel?
Yeah,
Oh, in the hotel.
And it's like, when I was in...
Really, Lonnie? You didn't pay for that?
No,
you
I didn't.
Pay for
No,
that?
I don't be paying for that. They just give me the channel. When you go outside, like in Mexico and stuff, they'll just have the because Mexico,
Oh, that
y'all
is
like,
true.
Why
Y'all be like, hold on. I am not Mexican.
oh yeah, that's what you Latino.
No, don't you love it when people are like, don't you speak Mexican? I'm like, I love the Mexican people, but I'm not one of them.
Yes,
You
you're
are,
Puerto Rican.
wait a minute. You are Puerto Rican.
Yes.
An Ecuadorian.
Yes.
Okay.
Pura Latina.
Glad we figured that out.
Now that we've gotten to know each other a little bit more after season 4, we gotta take a break, but there's more Girl Chat on the way. Don't go anywhere when you're watching The Real.
Welcome back. Let's get right back into some more girls. Well, do you hear what I hear? It's The Real's Hotline Bling. Hey, caller, what's your name and where are you from? Hi, girls.
Hi, this is crazy. Hi, my name is Kathleen.
What's up,
And I'm
Kathleen?
Andrea.
Hi, ladies.
And you ladies watch us on Fox 5. What about that? All right.
Where are you from?
We're from Queens, New York.
I knew it. I knew it. I felt it in my spirit.
And how long have you ladies been friends?
15 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Long time.
Yes.
That's a long time. But what would you say is your best acts, like, what do you like about her? What do you like about her?
All right, am I gonna go first? Yes.
Yes.
All right, what I like about Andrea is that she is consistent and she is a constant reminder that there are good people out there. She's
So dope.
So
absolutely
sweet.
awesome and she's like my sister. It's all
Make
right.
yours really good, girl.
What about for you, Andrea?
Oh my God, she's amazing. She's funny. She's so loyal. She's always there when you need her. We don't have sisters, so we're each other's sisters.
I love
and it's
it.
a big thing for us.
I love that.
All right, sisters. Well, do you sisters like playing games?
We do. You have to get something else.
Okay.
All right, well, Kathleen, Andrea, let's see how you stack up in our game today, okay? How about playing a quick round of Auntie Up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
All
ready?
right.
Okay, so here's
It's a
how it's
good
gonna
one.
work. We're gonna ask Ada a trivia question on the spot about pop culture, okay? The answer is gonna be in the form of a number. Kathleen, Andrea, your job is to tell us whether you think the real answer is higher, lower, or spot on to the answer that Adrian gives. If you are right, you will go home $100 richer, babe. Okay? Super easy. You got this. Okay, here we go.
All right, so Adrian, here's your question.
Okay.
Prince's album, Purple Rain, was released in what year?
A year
What year?
when I wasn't born, I'm gonna guess.
Come on, you got this, Adrian.
Just gotta brag.
I'm gonna say 1986.
Okay.
Okay, 1986. Kathleen, wait, hold on. Do you think 1986 Purple Rain was released? Do you think it's higher, lower, or spot on?
So later, earlier, or spot on?
Audience is saying-
Audience is helping you.
You think it's lower. Really? No, higher. I think it's higher. Okay.
So you think it's...
You guys
Okay,
can
the audience
You
is-
guys have to have the same answer.
Make sure it's the same answer.
What do you think? Higher. Higher.
Okay.
You think it's higher? That's your final answer, Kathleen and Andrea?
These millennials, y'all.
All right. Are they correct? Is it higher? No.
No.
When was Purple Rain
Purple
released?
Rain was released in 1984.
I wasn't that far off.
And it was also the soundtrack to the movie Purple Rain, released in same year.
When I was 1.
You know what, though, man? I really like these ladies. I say we gotta let them be winners today.
Yes.
Don't you think?
They're from New York. Get my New York sisters.
Yes.
You gotta give them $100.
We are still gonna send you $100. How does that sound, our real fam?
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much for calling in and playing Auntie Up with us, ladies. We have to go to break, but you don't want to miss what's coming up next on The Real right after this. Bye, babes.
Welcome back. Our next guests know how to heat up the dance floor. They have over 2 decades of dance experience under their belts, and they have each won the renowned Dancing with the Stars Mirror Ball Trophy. Please welcome Val and Max Schmirkovsky and Peta Murgatroyd.
So thrilled to have you. First of all, you look incredible.
Amazing.
I refuse to believe you had a baby.
Thank you.
You look phenomenal.
He just turned 1, so.
I know.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, Peta and Max, you've both been dancing since you were 4 years old, so I have to ask, does Shy dance?
He dances in our arms at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he loves Alexa. So anytime we say Alexa, play some music, he is.
Oh my goodness, look at that
Yeah.
smile.
Oh my God.
He lights
at that
up.
smile.
It's like he's born to have some sort of rhythm in his body.
So cute. All right, Val, you're watching that right now like, oh, do you have baby fever? Are you trying to make babies with Lonnie?
Yeah.
You got baby fever? Because don't get by me if you got baby fever.
Do you want to be a dad?
I would love to be a dad. I can't
Lonnie
wait.
is about
He
to
does.
leave.
He does.
Yeah, he has the fever. Why do you say he has it?
Because he always talks about wanting to love a child.
Have you seen our son?
No.
Again, do you want to pull up the picture?
He's so beautiful.
If you're a single man in our house, you walk in, you walk out, you're like, okay, who's in? Because I'm in.
Yeah.
So I take it then you guys want to have more kids.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. We've had such an amazing time with Shy. He's such a blessing, and he's a really good baby, and we would love to try for some more. You know,
That's amazing.
Well,
the
Max,
joy that they bring into your life.
Yes.
Is great.
Max, growing up, who used to get in trouble more, Val or you?
It's not even. I didn't get into any trouble. So if he even got into one, it was more. No, I was a model kid.
Model kid.
Model kid. I was just
Model
literally
citizen child.
model
What's your
citizen
story,
child.
Val?
I got into a lot of trouble. He
Okay.
caused a lot of trouble. You know, I found myself in it, resolving the situation most of the time.
Right.
At 12, right? I mean, back then. No, we have 6-year difference, and I was always the do the right thing because your brother's watching. That type of
Who
stuff.
cut class?
I got arrested for truancy one time, yeah. In 10th
You
grade.
did?
Yeah, and they called my house, and it was me and 2 of my friends, and they got an ass whooping, and he pretended to be my dad, and I got
So he
away.
helped you out there. He
Did you
helped
speak
you
out?
out.
How did you get into pretend to be your dad?
So they called, he picked up, and then they said, you know, we got your son here.
I didn't even hesitate. I was like, of course it's his father. What happened?
That's a great big brother.
Yeah,
Right?
that
That's
is.
why I'm trying to have more kids, and then Shy can get education at how to avoid certain things that Big Brother gets into. You know?
You guys are an awesome pair of brothers. Just looking at the old picture of you is so cute.
I know.
Now, Peter, okay, what was your
He couldn't
most
reach
troubling?
me for a long time, so that's why I also had an advantage because there was like so much hype.
Are you still a lot taller?
I mean, why we gotta talk about that?
All right, I'm gonna move on to Peter. What was your most embarrassing or troubling moment on stage?
Well, I've had a couple. One was the most terrible, horrifying thing that's ever happened to me. In Japan, we used to perform in Burn the Floor. It was a touring dance show, and there was thousands of people watching us, and we had big TV screens on the side of the stage, and I had this little mini fringe dress on, and by the way, there's so many costume malfunctions that happen every single day, but this one was terrible. So I got my...
That's why you should come on tour.
Yeah. So I got my heel caught in the back of my costume, and I ripped the whole thing down.
Oh, no.
And that's when the TV camera went straight to me.
Oh.
And I had my bare naked butt hanging out while I was hopping around trying to get it out.
Oh, on the Jumbotron.
And everyone's laughing, and I don't know why everyone's laughing. And it was very embarrassing.
You should have brought that clip. That was
That's an only in Japan type of.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm sure they enjoyed that. And Val, how did you get into ballroom dancing?
So, you know, I had an older sibling that somehow miraculously, you know, ended up dancing. And when we moved to Brooklyn, and our parents couldn't drive us into different things, so they were like, "You're gonna tag along and learn how to dance."
This is so untrue. This is how so you think you're a product of just a family comfort. There's two of you, let's put them in the same thing.
Well, then I excelled, and they were like, "Wow, he's definitely much better than the others." So, that's really...
You know what? This is getting too good, so, we're not done with you guys yet. We got a lot more after this break. You're watching The Real.
Stick around. We're back with pro dancers Val and Max Shmerkovsky and Peter Murgatroyd.
Yes.
We love having you guys here. Nicely said. All right, now you are all headed out on the tour together. This one is called the Confidential Tour, but this isn't your first time touring together. Peter, you actually traveled with Val and Max during their Our Way tour, so tell us.
Yes.
Did they ever do anything that got under your skin?
Well, as you can see, they're pretty big personalities already. But actually, I was 4 to 6 months pregnant when I was touring with them. So I was kind of at the back of the bus napping most of the time. But I think, it's brothers. It's, big personalities all together. There's always, like, little dramas that happen.
Will you all be on a bus together again?
No, this time.
Okay.
I mean, I dreamed about going on the road, going on tour, having, my name in the lights, but the most important thing was the action after, the curtain call and the bus thing.
So you gotta have your own bus.
Okay. So Val's gonna be on his own, doing his own thing.
Yes.
Yes. No.
Well, does he want to be awake with the baby? I don't think he, like, do you know what I mean?
I think at one point the baby might go on Val's bus.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That'd be nice.
You gonna get you some too. Right?
They love each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
They like each other. I'm not sure if Val's responsible enough to be with the baby for this period of time.
All jokes aside, it's such a pleasure to be, working with your family and working, doing the things that you love. And not a lot of siblings can say that they're in the same field.
Right.
Love it.
Right.
So there's I have a lot of gratitude to continue to do what I love and to do it with the person that I love, their family. And this is our 20th anniversary, actually, my brother.
That's huge.
Our first gig together, I was 12, he was 18. We danced in restaurants in Brooklyn together. So this is, 20 years later.
Wow.
Well, let's talk about the tour, because the Confidential Tour is not a Dancing with the Stars tour. So what can we expect to see on this tour?
It's, it's more theatrical, it's more storytelling, like I was telling you. It's really personal, and it's a show for... Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
We're drawing from, like, real life situations that have happened to us. So I think that makes for a better performance if you actually have lived through that. And I think people are really going to feel that. And it's going to be really raw, and the storytelling is going to be amazing.
And it's also it's also what Val said, just to add to it, the three of us on this couch alone, that's like 60 years of professional theater experience, and in the medium that we now know the best. So we translate our current events, if you will, on stage and present it to you, so you see yourself, and this is just the way we express ourselves at our best. So.
And it's also an opportunity for us to really you know, as far as we can, you know, change the world and make people smile and happy and get away from their everyday problems. Yeah, I mean.
I asked if they're coming to LA. They said yes. I would love to see this.
Same here.
Count us in. We're in.
We're at Microsoft Theater, so.
Yeah. Well, I bet you guys learn a lot about each other traveling together. Max, I heard that you have an interesting pre-show ritual.
Oh,
What do you do?
No, I was asked if there's some weird things to do before show.
Yeah.
Socks are important to me. You know,
Socks
are important to me. Where I'm the athletic white sock underneath the black, you know, dress shoe sock always.
Okay.
There were some things that we do with socks, for example, for them to stay on. I'm a guy, I got some hair down there. I spray some hairspray, and then sock stays on through pretty much half the show.
Your leg hairs are clinging to your sock?
If you want to call it that. I just
That's interesting.
I just think I invented something, but you know, it works for me.
It works. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Sometimes we put socks in the refrigerator before the event.
Oh, to keep cold. That's smart too.
Chill your socks. That sounds pretty cool. Val, you also have a memoir out right now that's called I'll Never Change My Name. And that is not an easy name to say.
No.
He's rethinking the name of the book.
No. The follow-up, I should have changed my name.
Should have changed it.
No. It's in the context of, you know, just in a nutshell, it's, you know, Chmerkovskiy will never sound less foreign, but it doesn't make me less American or less proud to be an American.
Let them know. Well, thank you all for being here. We can't wait to see the tour, okay?
Yes.
Be sure to catch them on the Confidential Tour, which kicks off today.
Yes.
So for ticket information, head over to thereal.com and go pick up a copy of Val's memoir, I'll Never Change My Name, even though Lonnie can't pronounce it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll Never Change My Name. It's available now where books are sold. We have to take a swing into a quick break, but be sure to waltz back for more of The Real. You got that? Swing, waltz.
Finally here, so that means it's time to swap out your wardrobe, bring out the flower prints, and show a little skin because it's time for your fashion game to be fun, flirty, and fly. It's time for Hey Spring, Hey! All right, now it's not every day that you're able to see the magic of a photo shoot happen right before your very eyes. But as viewers of The Real, you get to witness this fashion exclusive. Since spring is the first time we get to shed those winter layers, there's no question you have to do it in style.
Yes.
So we partnered with Shein to show you the latest spring looks at prices you can afford. Hey!
Shein!
Right?
Looks like the first model just arrived on set, and she is looking fabulous in this hot bodycon mini dress. Work it, girl, work it. This off-the-shoulder dress is perfect for a date night, right?
Yes.
Puff sleeves are everywhere this season, but the combination of embroidered flowers and mesh really adds a touch of sexiness mixed with girly innocence.
Ooh.
And can you believe that Shein has 200 plus new styles a day?
Wow.
But that's what you have to do if you want to have trendy and affordable items in stock at all times. You can pick up this dress for just $16. Thanks, girl! $16.
Wow! All right, now the spring party doesn't stop just there. This model is ready for her close-up. Get your pose on, girl, work it. The camera loves her, as you can see.
Yes.
She is ready for a night out on the town as the lady in red. This one-sleeve jumper is perfect party attire, right? The asymmetrical ruffles are figure-flattering and a great touch, especially if you love to dance because the ruffles are gonna move with you. Want to look effortlessly cool too? Scoop up this entire outfit, you guys, for $21. And hold up, wait a minute. Here's an extra bonus. Shein makes shopping so worry-free with free shipping and returns in the US.
Love that.
Thank you, girl.
Alrighty, now our next two models always kill the fashion game. Let's check them out, shall we? Oh, hey! All right, they are serving you springtime on a platter with these looks. For those of you thinking to yourself, they probably don't have these looks in my size, think again. Shein is for all women, and now they proudly carry different styles from smallest to 5XL.
I'm 2X, I'm not 5X. Thank you.
Now let's check out Adrian's look. Okay, now Adrian didn't come to play today, honey. She's giving us a good cold shoulder with this top. Plus, she's right on trend with the asymmetrical neckline. But Oh, she didn't stop there. She keeps it interesting with a funky twist at her torso.
Yes.
The high waist, wide leg plaid black and white pants give this look a super elegant touch. Her top is $18, while her pants only cost $20.
Oh my God, so affordable.
My turn.
Doesn't Lonnie look amazing, audience?
Yes, I look amazing.
Yo, she is bringing casual cute to the yard with this number. Now listen up, folks. Spring is not always about dressing up because this
on me, please.
cozy, long-sleeve green cardigan, gray cardigan is perfect for those days when there's a slight breeze, but you don't want to throw on a big coat, you know? Cardigans can be dressed up for office attire or dressed down with a white cami and jeans like you see Lonnie did here. This cardigan can be all yours, y'all, for only $18. Thank you, ladies. Oh my gosh, wasn't this photo shoot fun?
Yes.
Let's take another look at all of our models. Everything is so cute. We can all be ready for spring with styles like these. So, Shein wants to make sure everyone in our studio audience looks fly this spring. So, they are sending all of you home with a gift card to get your shop on.
And to welcome you to the Shein family. Awesome. They love it. And to welcome you to the Shein family, all new customers will get 15% off their order. Now, if you at home want to shop these looks and more, head over to thereal.com for the deets and your chance to win a gift card of your own. We have to take a quick break, but don't spring off that couch. We're coming right back with more of The Real. Welcome back. Wasn't this a great show, ladies?
Yes, it was so fun.
Shoot. We want to send a huge thank you to Val and Maxim and Peta for stopping by. And thank you at home for watching us and to our amazing studio audience. You guys rock.